One of our students has this little Squire Mini Jazzmaster, and she brought it in for her lesson with Miss Angela yesterday, and both the pickups were completely bonk inside of the cavity. The adjustment heights screws had just come undone and or unthreaded somehow. I don't know how Lizzie made that happen, or if they were just already kind of wonky. But anyways, I fixed it yesterday. Take the whole pick guard off. Luckily, some of the adjustment springs were in there already. One of the screws was missing, but it's always a good idea to have a couple of extra parts laying around. I've got buckets full of springs and screws and grommets and nuts. Anytime I have a spare part, I hold on to it. You never know, we're going to need a tuner with an oddball screw. Anyways, so I had a screw. And I got it all put back together. I'm gonna call them, let them come pick it up today so she can resume her guitar practice. But I thought, let's play it. Let's play it a little bit. These little mini guitars are kind of fun. I have had a couple over the years. The Flying V for my sons. That, I guess these minis are a little bit more like 3/4 size, maybe. The little V I had was like half size. Like you don't tune it to standard tuning. But let's check it out. Let's have a little go. Well, this is cute. Let's play a little bit. It is very small. I can see she's gonna outgrow this pretty quickly. She's pretty tall for her age, this particular student of ours. I mean, very small fretboards, so great, I think for like 10-year-olds, 8, 9, 10, 11. For like a 10-year-old maybe, this would be good for smaller hands. Probably once you hit about 12.
Here's what I found.
I'm not talking to you, Siri. Shut up. Spying on me. Once you hit about 12, 13, it's probably time for the player to upgrade to a full-size guitar, because you do need to get used to the spacing of a full-size. But I'd say, from ages, most kids under 10 don't stick with guitar, but 10 and up is what I've seen in my lifetime of people who'll start and actually stick with it. It's pretty rare that younger than 10 will stick to it. It happens. It's out there. But yeah, this is, for younger players, this would be a fine. I gotta adjust the pickup height as I put them in. Right now the neck pickup is a little too high, and the bridge is... I gotta play with the heights a little bit to even out the sound, because I'm particular like that. It would probably be worth upgrading the tuners, because, for these little guitars, I think these go for anywhere between, just now I saw them online for like $179 on sale, brand new, to around $199. They got to cut corners somewhere, and it's usually in the hardware, the electronics, the tuners. So it maybe would be worth upgrading these tuners. It's already, it's prone to go out of tune from just... bit of playing. Let me retune. Does it do the crunchy crunches? played tribute to Ozzy. Henceforth, going forward, all my videos must pay homage to Ozzy. Pretty sure I bent that out of tune. Yes, I bent that sucker out of tune. Okay, so if you're not going wild, Zakk Wylde, crazy vibrato, bends and things, it'd probably be okay. I would suggest possibly upgrading those tuners a little bit. Oh, it's an alright little guitar. You know, for younger players, for petite players, maybe for adults. Like if you're going traveling, let's say you travel a lot for a living and you're in hotel rooms or whatever, or you go camping a lot, like this would be a cool little travel guitar. That's one thing with these little mini guitars. They're really marketed for young players to start their guitar journey. But if you are a dude or dudette who travels a lot and you want to take something with you just to noodle in the hotel room or on the campsite or somewhere where it's just, you know. I like to think of these as kind of like parlor guitars, but for electric. Acoustic, I'm a huge fan of parlor acoustic guitars. There's compact, travel size, they don't take up a lot of space if you're going on vacation. So, you know, one thing of these little 3/4 would be good for that. If you're going to travel and you want to noodle a little bit, keep your practice routine up while you're on the road, these would be okay. And if you're an adult and that's your goal, maybe you want to invest into upgrading the hardware and pickups and those little things as a fun project. It's not going to be financially, you know, viable to do that, but I would just keep all the old hardware, and if you ever want to get rid of it, put the old hardware back in, keep your fancy pickups and tuners and things, and for the next project. Okay, I just thought this would be fun. I haven't really played this guitar. This is one of Angela, my wife's students, and she showed up for her lesson yesterday and the pickups were completely not connected. And this gives me a good reason to make a video. So thank you guys and girls for watching. Squire Mini, not a dealer, but if you do want to get one, I recommend going to Flipside Music in Denver, Colorado, home of the Flipside Blues. They'll take care of you. They are Fender dealers. RNA Music is not a Fender dealer. I would suggest contacting Ike at Flipside Music in Denver, Colorado if you want a Fender of any kind, a repeat offender. Call Ike. No affiliate links. I'm not getting paid for that. It's just, he's my guy. If you want to support small to medium-sized businesses in America and not the giant corporation conglomerates making bazillions of dollars, but you want to help the little guy, you know, check out Flipside Music Denver, Colorado. Get you a Fender from them and take it on a trip. All right, thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Till then, keep the music alive. Don't forget it. The music needs you. We need the music. We need to keep it alive for the next generation, even if they start on teeny tiny guitars. But then they grow up and get big person guitars. So exciting.